Hi. So this is one of our short sessions on BIDMAS and formula. BIDMAS is what we also call the order of operations. So when we're given a formula in a functional skills question, what BIDMAS enables us to do is to think about the route that we have to take forward in calculating using the formula that we've been given. So I've got two examples here of formula that we may come across. The first, we've got a circle, and underneath that we've got pi r squared. Pi r squared is the way that we calculate the area of a circle. And to the right of that, we've got a trapezium, and we've got the formula that we use to calculate the area of a trapezium. We've got this brackets a plus b close brackets over 2 divided by, multiplied by h. So let's just work through these two formula using BIDMAS. What BIDMAS does is it gives us the order in which we actually do the things we have to do. So brackets, indices. So indices are, for example, when we have the 2 next to the r in the equation for the circle, which means we times that number by itself. We square that number. Division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So, to look at the question with the circle first, pi r squared. So, let's just talk through quickly what we have. The first part of this is pi. Pi is what we call a constant. In other words, it's a number that never changes. As far as we're concerned for functional skills, pi usually has a value of 3.14 unless you're told otherwise. So next we have the r and the 2 next to the r. So the r stands for radius. If you remember, the radius is the distance from the center of the circle to the outside of the circle. It's different to the diameter, which is the distance right away across the circle. So the distance right across the circle is diameter. The distance from the middle to the outside of the circle is called the radius. So you'll see that we've got this r squared. So the r squared means we're dealing with an indices. So we have to deal with that first. So we imagine if we take the radius of the circle that we have here to be 3 centimeters, what we're having to do to calculate the r squared is basically 3 times 3, which obviously gives us the answer 9. That means that we now have pi, and we can replace the I squared with the value 9, because that's what we've calculated it to be. So when we have a symbol and a number together, that means that we multiply them. So we are now multiplying pi, 3.14, by 9. And that would actually be the calculation that we would have to do to complete that. So if we move on now to the formula on the right, this is the formula for the area of trapezium. So here we've got A, which is the upper side of the trapezium. Let's call that 3, and B, which is the length of the side, the bottom side, the bottom edge. Let's call that 5. What we would do first, because what we have here is some brackets, is we would calculate the 3 plus 5 first. So that's 8. That would give us 8 over 2, and then the h. So the 8 over the 2 basically means 8 divided by 2. So 8 divided by 2 would be 4. So we've now got 4h. So what we do with this again, we've got a number next to a letter or a symbol. Let's give h a value, and let's give it the value of 2. So actually what we've now got is 4 times 2, which is obviously 8, but we're dealing with something that is squared. We were saying it was centimetres, so we've now got 8 centimetres squared. So what we've done is we've gone through, we've solved the brackets first, then we've solved the division, then we've solved the multiplication. So BIDMAS is what gives us the idea of the order in which we should do things. I hope this has been useful. Speak soon. Bye-bye.